Hey there, Trekkers and Trekkies. So today's video obviously is going to be pretty special. We're going to do something fun, but before we start, I need to take a few minutes to talk about where this is coming from. So, you may have heard earlier this year, it really started to hit a lot of the news websites and stuff in April that a guy who was, these two brothers who were huge Star Trek fans, named Troy and Andrew Nelson, had died and left behind a massive collection of Star Trek stuff, just all kinds of stuff. I'm going to be posting pictures as I'm talking of the insane collection that they had. But they both died on February 28th of 2024. And I want to talk about it for a minute because of how it happened. See, Troy was the one who was the bigger Star Trek fan, and this is all his stuff. But his brother Andrew apparently had a heart attack and died that morning of February 28th. His sister got a phone call from Troy that afternoon, talking about how grief-stricken he was, and he said that he was checking out, and before his sister could get from her house to his house, he had committed suicide. So the family, the sister, and apparently a few other family members, nieces and nephews and such, were involved in getting the collection ready, and it went on auction a few weeks ago. When that happened, I wasn't really intending to try and get anything. I wanted to support the family, because it's a sad event when anyone dies, but it's even more so when someone takes their own life. And the both brothers, being the way that happened. So, I put to the website, put minimum bids on 3 lots, got outbid on 2 of them fairly quickly, but one of them I won, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm getting some stuff. So that's what we're going to be unboxing in this video. But I wanted to take a minute and talk about, what happened there. Apparently it was that these brothers, were very, very lonely, very single. They lived together, had some problems in their life and that kind of thing. And had said multiple times that they wouldn't be able to live if the other one died, and that's what happened with Troy here. And I find that really unfortunate. I don't know what was going on in his mind. I do have probably some sort of outside views on suicide compared to most people. I personally think that when a person, if they have made the choice to end their life, they should be able to, in a safe and secure way, but also in a way that is more comforting to the family, or friends and that kind of thing, if there are any, because sometimes people reach a point in their life when that they want to make that choice, and they should, if that's really what they absolutely are at. I know that I'm probably going to get comments saying, that that's horrible and blah, blah, blah. I don't care. But I will say, if you're lonely, depressed, and you're thinking about it, talk to somebody first. Talk to a friend. Call a hotline. There are people who are willing to help you and talk to you. So, that's all I wanted to say. So, let's lighten up the mood and get into the box. So, here's the two boxes. One incredibly big one, one smaller one. This is the lid. I went ahead and opened both of them and kind of just took a quick peek. Got my receipt out, that kind of thing. So, let's start with the smaller box. All right. So, I know all of this is 3D printed items. Glad I kept my knife out. I don't know exactly what all is here. I know what some of it is. And I can already tell now what this is. I'll go ahead and let you get a little bit of a look. It is one of the consoles for, yes, an original series bridge. Which I do know that is part of what I've got here. I know there's a couple of phaser rifles. Here is another console. Hang on a second. I can tell this is one of those things I've always wanted. So you remember in the Next Generation, they had the medical kits that they could carry. Oh, that fits together really nicely. So this one's in parts. Let me flip back over so you can see. So obviously it needs a door. Need the tricorder would go in here, and it's got little place for straps, so that's good. All right, this next item is pretty large, but I think I know what it is based on the shape. This is like Christmas, opening up Christmas gifts. Yes, this is the turbo lift that'll go on the bridge. So it's got a place to slot in the door, and then this would connect up to the bridge. Let's see. This is the door for the medical kit. So I'll just need to get a hinge to attach that. Let's see. Based on the shape of this, gonna guess that this is probably the door, yeah, for the turbo lift. Looks like a simple brick, but here we'll bring the turbo lift back in, and just like that. Nice. And the last thing, I'm thinking this is probably another console. And what I love about this stuff is that I get to be the one to finish it all off. I get to paint it, so yes, another one of the bridge consoles. I like finishing stuff up. I like unfinished projects. It makes it kind of fun to where, it gives me something to do. Of course, this will all be good content for the YouTube channel, Sorry if the bubble wrap squeaking is... Oh, okay. I can see what this is. What was interesting, I did not see a completed transporter room, but this is the transporter console from the original series. Here we have, I am fairly certain this is another of the bridge consoles. There was a note that a couple of the chairs were broken. That's not a big deal. I've already got a few of the original series bridge chairs from the Triple Fiction set that I've got. Yep, another bridge console. So, I can always, if I don't have enough, I can hit up my buddy Casey and be like, hey man, you need to get some more chairs. Okay, this looks like one of the big pieces of the bridge. So the bridge, I could tell in the photos, it was the floor was printed in 4 sections, like a big quartered pie. And I was told to watch out for the railings, that some of them weren't attached real well. So here, I'll set this here so you can see, and here's that piece of railing. I'll need to glue that back on. And the way that this works is that these consoles just sit on there like that, which I love. It's going to make this so much fun. The bridge alone is probably going to be at least a couple of videos. Oh, we got something flat here. What is... Oh! I can tell immediately what this is. This is the centerpiece that the helm and the captain's chair sit on. And set it for that, yeah. Oh, I will set that aside because I know I'll want the other part. 1 second. I'm going to pause for a second while I rearrange a couple things. Okay. I need to get the box closer to me. I was having to reach. And this is going to be another bridge console, which this, I believe, should be the last of the full-size consoles. Another one of those. Because then there should be 2 half consoles. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the view screen Ooh, that's a big. Let's keep reaching for little stuff. Oh, and of course I say that, and the next item is one of the half consoles. I can already. I hope you enjoy the ASMR of the squeaking packaging. Yeah, there's one of the half consoles. What is this? Got a little package. Like I said, there's items that I couldn't see what they were in the pictures. Oh, and this is one of the things I saw in the picture that I'm not entirely certain what it is. If you recognize this, it's got a slot on the bottom like it's supposed to fit into something. But I can't, it looks familiar, but I'm drawing a blank on what it is. So I don't know if this is supposed to attach, like it feels like a medical device of some sort. If you know what it is, leave a comment. Hopefully I'll have already figured it out by then. This is cool. It is technically something I already have. I've got the triple fiction version. Oh, this is interesting. Casey will be interested to see how that was made. Of the next generation engineering table. A lot of this is original series. There's a couple of next gen items. There's one nice Voyager item that we will get to that I know is in here. That's just packaging. Oh, okay. Looks like there's one more. I couldn't remember of the large consoles how many there should be. But we've got one more of those. Oh, looks like that's a chair. Wrapped up really well. Oh, it's a broken chair at that. That is okay. Dang. I don't know if these are almost the spitting image of the ones that Triple Fiction makes. So there is the chair and the base. That's an easy, simple drop of glue will fix that. Not a problem. Okay, so it's a lot of big stuff next. So let's... Holy crap. I know you can't tell what this is yet. I'm going to let it be another moment of suspense for you. Here, I will actually switch over for a second so you can watch. Oh, man. Oh, that's loose. Gotta fix that. Gotta find, hopefully the other handle is in here. It's the Type 3 phaser, but it's like oversized. This is like the Type 3 Canon. I don't know if you can see there in the background. That's the one from Triple Fiction. It's at least 30% smaller. Let me... I can't even get that all on that camera. That is probably going to be one of the few items that I'll get it put together and then I will probably sell it. Oh, all right. This is... Oh, I don't know. I feel like I should wait on this one. This should be the finale, I feel. Because this is kind of the special item. I'm gonna set that here, and we're gonna wait, and we're gonna... hold on. I think... Let me make sure. Yes, okay. We're gonna wait on that till the end, because that's the one of the big ones that I'm really excited about. Oh, it's another little package. I can tell it's another chair. I'm not gonna bother with opening that at the moment. So this is probably on items on my list of things I wanted. Is about number 2 or 3. So it's cool to have this. This is, I know it's an unfinished. Sounds like I've got some loose items, possibly. Again, let me switch. Should have left it on. Any fans of Voyager will recognize this immediately. This is the phase compression rifle. Here's the 2 tong things that go on the end of it. This got used a lot in the first like 3 to 4 seasons of Voyager. It's a good, see, this is much more natural size. So I got to get these put on here. And then I got to paint the whole thing. Got to sand it first. Let me and again, can't really get the whole thing on camera, but I feel like it's... I have to look at a picture. I thought there was like a round piece on the back here. Probably mistaken. Okay. And this is the other small console. I can tell that is. Get it open real quick and show you that. So yeah, that means that there should be a complete bridge in here. This is another quarter section of the bridge, I can tell. It's like a big slice of pizza. The railings did break off. Looks like they popped off. That's okay. That's an easy dab of glue. It's got the stairs attached to it. Oh, it's interesting. It's got a cutout there for the other pieces to connect to. So let me set that over there. Yeah, this is another section of the bridge. Another slice of the pizza. Like that. I'm running out of room. I'm going to have to set that down below my desk for a minute. Man. There is... Oh. This wasn't even wrapped up. It's the tricorder from Star Trek 1 and 2 motion picture and Star Trek 2 The Wrath of Khan, which I love. I actually really like this design. And what's cool, it's actually got a little chip slot in the front. And does the door... Oh, that is awesome. Look at that. Look at that. The door opens. So, this is just going to need a paint job and some stickers. And it's good to go. That's exciting. What do we have here? I gotta find... The rest of my day is going to be organizing. Oh, interesting. This is significantly larger than I suspected. So, this is the captain's chair from Star Trek 2. Is this 2 or motion picture? This is 2, Star Trek 2. But it's 6-inch scale, it looks like. Where's my desk wharf? Yeah, this my wharf looks like a kid sitting in that. So it's got to be for the 6-inch or maybe even larger. The only Mego I've got available is one I haven't shown y'all yet. But you know what? I think this is for fitting Megos. Awesome! Y'all know I've been getting into Megos lately. Now I've got accessories. Okay, got a bag of goodies, it looks like. I can't tell. Exactly what I'm looking at. See, and I think this gets into some of the stuff in the picture that I couldn't make out. So we've got this. I have no idea. Let's see if the other items that it's packaged with help things make any more sense. Okay. We've got that. Oh, this is exciting. I didn't know I was getting this. This is a surprise item for me. Here we have the final part, which I believe... How do these go together? So let me flip over to here. So I know these two pieces go like this. This is the radiation collector from Star Trek 4, or at least this part is. I'm not sure about that part. We're going to put that part to one side because I don't know. And then there's like a round piece let me see a couple of little round pieces here. That one's got me stumped. If I haven't figured this out by the end of the video, hopefully somebody in the comments can help me figure out what I need to put together, because I'm not sure. Whoop, whoop. Okay. This looks like it might be more chairs for the bridge. Yeah, this is definitely more chairs for the bridge. These are the broken ones that they told me about. I will need to fix those. Oh, I can spot what this is offhand. It's another part of the bridge. But the helm, which I do have. I technically have two of these already. I've got the triple fiction version, which is really my favorite. And I've got the one that Dazbot made, which is also quite nice. So, I don't know. I will probably end up picking one or two to keep as favorites, and probably selling the rest away. This is, oh, it's a chip holder. Sorry if you can hear my dogs in the background. They are being really bad today. I thought I got something else. Oh, I did. Like, I thought I grabbed another package while I was in there. This is something small. Oh, I see a Starfleet base. Almost kind of like one of the figures would come with. Oh! They're comm badges. And then, well, that looks like a warp nacelle. Okay, so here is a couple of 3D printed comm badges. Oh, and I think I just realized that this one, yeah, oh, that's cool. The front comes off of it. That might not be intentional. That might be that the 3D. Then there's this black square with a recess. I've got some little pieces in a bag. This looks, one part of this looks like I don't know, I was about to say the swords that go on the Mirror Universe badge. And then here is a warp nacelle, just all on its lonesome. I don't know what that's about. That's another chair. Okay. Let's see here. I can already see what this is through here. Y'all will be excited to see this, which I already have one of these, technically, but ooh, this is a nice quality, although it doesn't spin. Ooh, I don't know who made this. The paint job on the captain's chair is quite good, but it doesn't spin. So, points deducted still really nice. I'm not complaining. Oh, this is going to be to go with that big captain's chair. Man, this is huge. It is the Star Trek II helm console, but in the Mego scale. I'm going to have to do a little touch-up on the paint job. It's not horrible, but I'd like it to look a little better. Again, I am running out of room. Oh, so it's funny, when they were putting together their lots, I could tell that they put all the stuff that they knew was for the action figures together, and they put all of the 3D printed ships in one separate pile. But I guess they weren't familiar enough with Star Trek to know that this is a ship. And I'm one of the people who, I like the weird ships. Like the Maquis ship is one of my favorites. So this, if you can't see from the little picture, is the transport ship from the animated series. And this is probably about this is a fairly large scale. This is probably about a 1/250 or so. 1/300, somewhere in that area. It's actually pretty substantial. Gotta set that down. This looks like another. This is going to be another Mego scaled size chair, which, like I said, I'm okay with. Uh-oh. We had a little bit of damage. This stuff all came all the way from a little town next to Seattle to Houston. So this is actually a Star Trek the Motion Picture. That is a chair. And the other armrest is right there. So that's a little bit of a repair job I'll need to do. Not a big deal. This is a fairly nice print, too. Considering that this stuff was shipped by FedEx, and they left it sitting behind the car, like in such a way that if somebody had, in fact, the next person who went to go drive somewhere was because they needed to rush to the ER. So it's a good thing I had gotten out there. And, I see what this is. And got the boxes. Otherwise, who it was driving in a hurry would have run over these and absolutely destroyed them. So now I know what that nacelle goes to. It's another transport ship. Although, a slightly different design, actually. Which is cool. I like it. Oh, I am running out of space. It's okay. So, what do we have here? There's a lot of stuff here. We're at 30 minutes already. Looks like another helm console. Okay, so okay. So the chair earlier from Star Trek II, the other helm was from Star Trek the Motion Picture. This is the helm from the later film Star Trek II that chair would go with. That's cool. Which the bad thing is that the only figures that they have made in those uniforms is Kirk and Spock. And I don't have the money to buy a whole ton of it. I think. Okay. So I know this is going to be the last part of the bridge. Which this was in the pictures very clearly. It is the wedge of the bridge that includes the view screen. Love it. That is awesome. There's got to be another part to these. That is so confusing. Okay. Oh. Okay. So, here, you can probably tell, oh, there's no, the hinge has not been put together. Ooh, these are nice. So, it is an isolinear storage box with an absolute ton of isolinear chips. This is fantastic. Okay. Three more little ones, one big one. Which, before we get to the big one, I'm going to have to do a little bit of cleanup here. And I can tell these are the other chairs for the Mego scale figures. So there's that motion picture era. And I'm actually wondering, I'm fairly certain these are from Star Trek 2. I'll have to look up the chairs here in a little bit. And now we've got a Ziploc bag of something that I have no clue what this is. This was one of the items that was hard to see. It looks like a giant chess piece. Oh. Okay, so here's the first section. I think Okay, I'm going to hold off on this section because it'll give it away if you haven't already figured out. That it's a star base. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to pause this for a second and clean up because you can't see the massive pile of bubble wrap that I am currently sitting amongst. And when we come back, we will open the final item. Well, for you, that'll be like 1 second. Okay, so the last thing we're going to start with, recognize this, give it a moment, because here's another piece. Like I said, this is some assembly required item, and I don't mind. Got this, which I need. And then the bulk of it oh, come on. Here is, oh, the original series rifle, which, so this piece will go together like this. See, and I don't think I'm even going to need to do any paint on this one. This is just assembly. And then that piece goes there. And that goes on the end. And that is the rifle. Oh. And I guess I don't have the handle for the next generation rifle. Huh. Oh well. I'll get that figured out as I go. Might have to fabricate one somehow. But that is it. I am excited to start working on these. These will be some fun projects. You'll see them on my channel, I'm sure, coming up. The bridge is definitely going to be a video that we're going to do here on the channel. And, yeah. Well, maybe I'll take and when I actually open up some of the Mego figures, because I've got those Kirk and Spock. I've just never opened them. When we open that, we'll take a closer look at the chairs and stuff, the bridge pieces that we have for that. So, whew, that is really going to be it for this video. I'm going to have to figure out some stuff and do some cleaning and rearranging and a lot of work. And, yeah. So, I will see you next time where we'll make something. If you enjoy my videos and want to see more, please like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell icon. If you want to support me, you can find me on Patreon or go over to Zazzle for prints of my artwork, t-shirts, and other cool stuff. If you're still here, why? Do you want to jam out?